What's going on, guys? Well, by the look of things, I think it's safe to assume that I have a big coolant problem. As the video progresses, you guys will get a better understanding of what it is that happened here. So up until this point, I had already pulled over on the side of the highway and seen what had taken place. And then so I just limped over the truck to the nearest exit, and then that's where this video started. Yeah, buddy. She blew a coolant line going to the heat exchanger for the truck and dumped out a good amount of water. I want to say it dumped out about six gallons of coolant. So, yep, made a big mess of things. If you're wondering why I let the truck idle for a bit, it's because I wanted the oil to cycle through the engine as the air cooled a bit. I didn't want to just go ahead and turn it off after heating up. It never got past 220, so it got hot, but it never got dire to where I was gonna melt a piston ring or the head gasket was gonna blow. So I was just letting the engine air cool a bit. Brand new hose. Look at that. Brand new, bro. I think what happened is, let me see if I get a good angle here. I think what happened is the hose is rubbing on this ledge. So I just put a piece of new hose on there just to get me home. I got somebody bringing me coolant, so I'll figure it out tomorrow at the house. At this point, I just want to get home. Look at this. Emptied out most of my coolant. I'm sure there's still some in the system somewhere down there. Water pump and the return pipe. I'm sure it's still got coolant in it, but look at this. I was driving and I saw my fan kick on, and you know, obviously I'm gonna look at the gauge because I don't know, it's just a habit. And when I looked at the gauge, it was at 210, and I looked at the mirror. Look at this. It was like a cloud of white smoke just bellowing backwards. Okay. Left my coolant all over 95. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We'll be back on the road in about a half hour.
¿O tú quieres dar en el video?
Yo no quiero que Victoria se entere que va a pensar que tengo yo mujer por aquí arriba. Yeah, buddy, like the shirt says, you gotta stay classy even when you're broken down on the side of the road. As you can see, my poor game is strong. If trucking doesn't work out, I think I'll become a bartender. So when I broke down, I got lucky enough to be 10 miles from where my mother lives. And so I called her, woke her up like any grown adult would do. And yeah, mommy bailed me out. She went to Walmart and got some coolant for me. And I had a spare piece of hose, so I was able to deliver the load and keep on trucking down home to Miami. Had this not taken place close to the house of someone I knew that could bail me out, you know, I would have waited till the next day and Ubered over to a Walmart or a auto parts store, just wherever I could get coolant from, and then Ubered back to the truck and got rolling again. The thing is that at the time this happened, everything was practically closed, and I think it happened around like 10:12, 10:15, and Walmart closes at 11. So thankfully my mom really put on the jets and go gadgets and went and got me the coolant, and I was able to keep rolling that same night. If not, I would have had to wait till the next morning. Shout outs to my baby brother who went with my mother on that TA roadside assistance call, and he loved it. He loved it coming out to the truck and just seeing some of the things that take place when you break down. So when I got home the next day, I went ahead and I changed all the coolant hoses throughout the whole truck. I replaced most of them with these black rubber hoses. They're not silicone, they're rubber. They're a lot tougher, and they're more resistant to heat and bloating and just swelling. These are silicone, but they have this material woven into the actual hose that makes it resistant to bloating. And then the only silicone hose that I have is the one that runs from the reservoir tank to the water pump, which is this one right here. As you can see, I put a Teflon sleeve over it to help it if it ever swells up, you know, so it won't kind of blow up. So try to prevent that. And then it also has a spring running the length of the hose inside of it, so if it ever suctions and collapses, it won't collapse. The spring keeps it from pretty much suctioning closed. Well, that's it for this video, folks. Feel free to give me any feedback in the comment section. If you agree or disagree with any of the things that were said on the video, let it be known. Knowledge is power, so feel free to spread the knowledge around. Till next time, outlaw out, break, break, break.